Star Citizen 3.1.3, I believe. It's been remarked upon rather unkindly, I would say, that I'm always moaning. Well, today we're going to do a stream where everything is going to be positive and full of light. So here we are. Chris has turned red in the face with excitement. That's all for the good. Chris, the wonderful man. The verse is packed. The frame rates started out at 60. They've dropped to 33 because it's teeming with life. So let's just jump into the wonderful positivity that is Star Citizen 3.1.3. It's really lovely to see you in the PU. So here we are. We're already up. We're already at Atom, so to speak. And you can see there's the teeming. The frame rates are jittering only because so many people have turned up, and that's a positive. The fact that the frame rates are at 60 and now they're at 35 is a positive thing. It means the game is popular, and that's a good thing. So let's just try and be positive about everything that we say now as we look for the Cutlass Black. It's unknown. That's fine for it to be unknown. It's not a problem for us or for anyone else. And we're simply going to file the claim, and even though it's 194 credits to get it back, we're not bothered. So let's see now. What happens here is that I could actually go for the Prospector. No.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
Silly me. No, I've accidentally pressed that, and you know, it's my own problem, because the Prospector actually, I don't think it's working in game at the moment, or rather every time I try to get it out, it doesn't work. But that's fine, because what Chris is doing is saving it for me for a later date. What I actually meant to do was retrieve the Freelancer. So even though it's a bit naughty of me to do this, in the sense that it's using up pads for somebody else, what we'll do is just do a very quick little trip, BO6. Now what we're going to try and do is, I've got a sort of a trading route planned out. I'm going this way. A little bit of a trading route planned out. Just point of fact, I am going to get myself into a situation where I get a little bit more. Oh, hello. It's nice to be bumped into. A little bit more of a financially better position. So at the moment the beans are a bit low. You might say the can is less than half empty. What was it? BO6? I believe it was. Now my experience of this wonderful game, I mean, look at this. This is Port Olisar. Look, the wonderful rings are turning like a 3-ring circus, but it's only got 2 rings. Mine, it's like, I don't know, P.T. Bailey Barnum with a limp. Barnum and Bailey, I should say. Right, okay, let's just get in here. Just going to get in right in here. Just going to get into the door of the Freelancer. It's no problem. You see, the Freelancer is looking very good. Actually, you might notice there's some things missing here. Slight problem. Nothing to complain about, but it's just, if we look around the back, we might find, the door is missing. Right, okay, so that's something that does happen every now and again. It's in early alpha, so you know we can't expect too much, but that's how it goes. You know, I mean, we'll worry about it. Like, the other day, went out to the car, there's no wheels on it. I ain't bothered. It doesn't matter. I just took the other motor. You know what I mean? I'll tell you what I could do. I could take. There's no point taking the Prospector. I can't get any cargo in it, can I? That's not a problem though. It's not designed for cargo. It's designed for mining, and that's going to come in 3.2, and we're all going to be mining away. All those of us who have Prospectors anyway. So, on a more positive note, we shall get through the frames. They are jumping up and down quite a lot at the moment. I'm not quite sure why that is, if that's the experience of everybody in the game at the moment. But I really don't have an option. It's 11 minutes to go for that one. The Herald is here. The Prospector is on the pad. What I'm going to do is reclaim that. So I'm told that if you reclaim it, yep, if you reclaim it, it will come back without the holes in it. Now I could go in the Origin, but it won't hold enough cargo, I think. Might be that I can only afford... I was just wondering actually how much cargo is available to Margot at the moment. So let's just have a little look, shall we? If I look at my ship info, I could probably get to this. Oh, that's locked for some reason. Read only, yeah, okay. So I can't change anything on that. That's alright though. I wonder why that is. So this is read only on the old ship matrix here. I must say that must use up a lot of CPU, just me whizzing that around, so I won't bother. Systems. Cooler, weaponry. Propulsion, I don't need to know that really. What I want to know, I can't go in here, what I'd like to know is the stats for the ship should appear here, but seems like they're not available. Let's try the Cutlass, if this is a bit more revealing. Now I've got propulsion, it tells me what is equipped, which is this EOS drive, and that's all very nice. I mean, it's a wonderful interface. Once this is working, this is going to be incredible. You're going to be able to go in here, get all your ship components, swap out all your ship components, and apparently in 3.2 and going, excuse me, I'm so excited, forward, it's going to be it's going to make much more of a difference to your flight mechanics and the way the ship behaves, depending on what modules you've got installed in your ship. So that is going to make quite a bit of difference. And I mean, compared to other systems like what's it called now? The game that's completely orange. Like, everything's in its orange. Like wherever you look, there's this sort of orangeness to it. It's like being inside a Satsuma. Elite Dangerous. That game, the orange game, I call it. Whereas you can see here, there's a difference. Like, you know, they made an agreement years ago in the Playground, like the guy who developed Frontier Games, you know, the head of Frontier Games and Chris, they were at school together, and they made an agreement that, you know, Chris would always bring in sort of plums for his lunch, and the head guy of Frontier Games, he would always bring in Satsumas. And so Chris went, I don't like your Satsumas, they're orange. I don't like orange. It's disgusting. I don't like orange. Yeah, well, anyway, Chris, one day I'm gonna make, look at this, how he talks, he's very sort of out of breath sort of character. I'm gonna make a game, a space game, and it's gonna have it's gonna be orange, and you're not gonna be allowed in, Chris, because it's gonna be made of Satsumas. And Chris went, space game? Oh, that's for sissies. And in the back of his mind though, he was thinking, hang on a minute, that's a really good idea. And that's where Chris got the idea from. He stole it from in the Playground. It resulted from an argument over fruit, and what is the best fruit? What tastes better, a Satsuma or a plum? I think we know the answer to that. I'd rather put my lips around a nice juicy plum any day. So that's the story of Star Citizen in a nutshell, even though fruit comes in a rather pithy skin. And I'm not taking the pith when I say that either. Just my little joke. Right, okay, let's just get in here now and see if that ship is ready, because it's all positivity today, it's all nice things. 7 minutes to go. Okay, well, let me tell you a little bit more about Chris and his life. Well, he was born in a pod on the planet Arctura, and he was grown there for the very purpose of infiltrating the human race and bringing them to the awareness of how good space games could be. But it wasn't until he was activated by his opposite number to the planet of Satsuma, the director of Frontier Game, I can't remember his name now, I think it's Dave Haddock. No, that's someone else. He's king of the law, he's the long arm of the law around here. Hey, how you doing? Let's see what I can't afford. Now this is a lovely looking little Yeezy number. Let's have a look at it, shall we? Let's try it on. Oh, look at me.
Those are great.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? They're really great. They're really, really great. I can rotate like this, look.
Feel free to take a look around. We got a pretty good selection.
I'm going to take a look around like this. Whoa, yo. I do like it. I mean, it's pretty cool. The old Yeezy. It's pretty nice. I'm sort of tempted in a way, but the only problem is, you can see from the pecuniary
We just got a few new items in,
facts
so,
of life,
check them out.
I'm really not able to. Yeah, thank you, mate. I appreciate your tone, your faltering yet assertive salesmanship has led me to your store. The door is always open these days. I've noticed that, by the way. I didn't realise that maybe there weren't enough people going in with the door closed like that. Oh, the frames are really chunky now. Let's see what happens if we go over here. Whee! Who's that nutter climbing through the plants? Excuse me. One day you'll find your snowboard. Let's get in here now and see how many minutas we've got left. It's 5 minutes to go, man. Right, anyway, it's fine. It's good. It's nice to have time to look around. Olisar, let's do that. Let's do a little tour. Because today we're sweetness and light, right? So, put on your glad rags, put on your best face, put your makeup on, smile, tits and teeth, right? Here we are. There's a nice looking freelancer there. It is pretty amazing. When this port gets busy, it is pretty cool. The other day I had the pleasure of landing at Daymar, ArcCorp I think it was, and it was busy as all hell. Ships taking off and landing, people scurrying about like ants. It was really quite lively. And I was thinking, actually, this is how the game is going to be in the future. We get the server caps up, and we'll get more people in the game. People standing rugged stances against the wall, taking a position, taking a nice position. Look at that! Look at him, lovely geezer with his hair all up like that. You and me, son, we're the Frog Brothers. That's right. But let's go and have a look, because there was one thing that was... There's only one thing that bothers me about this game, and that is this. It's precisely this item here. The Archibald Hearth. Now, the Archibald Hearth is something I think... The fact that it exists in the verse, this is the only thing wrong with the game right here. This is the only problem. Is that Chris... I don't know, he must have had an off day or something. They said to him, what about a brown cardigan, Chris? And he went, oh yeah, I like brown cardigans, they're very warm. They keep you nice and snug in the verse. I think I'll go for one of those, please. Can you design it and make it look woolly? I mean, the golden one, maybe. The cream one, well, yeah, you look like a sort of... I don't know, you look sort of... What do you look like in that, actually? You look like a sort of... I couldn't place you. It's sort of... Who wears a cardigan like... Who lives in a house like this? I don't know. I just can't... I'm not sure about that. It's a bit sort of brown cardigan for me. But anyway, let's not dwell on it. Let's just... This is the shoe shop. Obviously, you can come in here. You can look at everything. And then you can wonder how to make money in the verse. All right, mate?
Hi, welcome to the store.
That is unnerving. Right, okay. Really, really unnerving. So let's just check it out now. See how many minutes we've got left on the old Cutlass. See if we can get him back after the... We're only here because of a server crash, and we're glad it wasn't for that server crash, we wouldn't be here now. Port Olisar, Drake Herald, 2 minutes to go. Okay, not too bad. It's all fine. It's 2 lovely minutes we can spend looking at the other end of the store. Let's go and look at the guns. That's always good for fun, isn't it? Let's just go in here. Live fire weapons. Keep calm and carry one. Right, here she is, look. She's a bit sour at first, but once you get to know her, she's alright. Look, she'll brighten up in a minute. You alright, love? You taking your tablets today? How's things? Everything alright?
Feel free to take a look around.
There we
We've
are.
got a pretty good selection.
Nice. See, she's alright when you get to know her. These bozos, look at this geezer here. So look, you can take things out, you can inspect them.
Thanks for stopping by.
Like that.
Looks like it was made for you.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Wonderful. Alright then. And there you go. You can clip through walls with this one. Shoots around corners and everything. Very good. Very good. The kind of weapon you can
We
use
just had a
when
few
you're
new items in, so
when
make
you're
sure
a
to check them out.
spectral being. You can put your fingers through it. It's almost completely insubstantial. Right, that's that. Look at this guy. Look at his face. Do you think he's AI? Try a rifle. Yeah. Anyway, let's head on down. Just see what's happening with this cutlass. 44 seconds. Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all, is it? Nobody minds waiting 42 seconds. Up the stairs we go. I'm going to make a guess that we're going to be on pad number 6. That's what I'm going to guess. See, look, you can see people flying over. That's a real player flying a real ship over a real station. It's for real. It doesn't get much more real than this, does it, mate? You with your highlights on your nose.
Got a pretty good selection.
Wow, you look like a sort of internally lit Italian man. Hey, I have a light inside of me. What are you going to do about it, huh? Hey, I'm lit from within. Yeah, that's right. I have my own inner light, and I march to my own drum. Eh? So, on your way. Yeah, okay, mate. I'm not listening to a mini disc player strapped to my chest, but that's your affair. Alright, here we go. It's got to be ready now, is it? Okay, it's ready. Let's go.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing. Time to depart.
Oh, schizophrenic approach. Actually, do you know what? After all that, you know, what a wonderful game, what a wonderful day. I'm just going to hop out for a second. I'll be back on in a minute. I just got to ever so slightly go and do something. I'll be back on later. Thanks very much for watching. This has been the Positive Slant on Star Citizen 3.1.3. What a wonderful game. Chris is a wonderful man. What a wonderful, wonderful experience. Happy nappies. Star Citizen. Nice to see you in the PU.